Aries, stop scrolling right now, because what I'm about to tell you is not just another horoscope. This is a warning, a wake-up call, and a promise all rolled into one. The universe has been sending you signals for days, maybe even weeks, and if you felt like something invisible is shifting beneath your feet, you are not imagining it. July 25th, 2026 is not an ordinary day on your calendar. It's a turning point. The cosmos is aligning in a way that only happens once in a long while, and 6 unmistakable signs are about to show up in your life. Some subtle, some impossible to miss, that will tell you exactly where your path is leading next. Money, love, career, family, your own inner fire. Nothing is off limits today. So before we go any further, if you're an Aries watching this and you feel that spark of recognition already building in your chest, hit that like button right now, subscribe so you never miss what's coming for your sign, and drop a comment below telling me which of these 6 signs you've already noticed this week. Aries, I want to hear from you. Now let's get into it, because sign number 1 is already knocking on your door. Sign number 1, a sudden burst of energy that feels almost electric. The first sign you need to watch for today is a wave of energy unlike anything you've felt in months. Aries, you are ruled by Mars, the planet of action, drive and raw willpower, and right now that ruling energy is surging back to life after what may have felt like a long stretch of feeling stuck, tired, or unmotivated. If you've been dragging yourself through your days recently, wondering where your usual fire went, today marks the moment that fire comes roaring back. You might wake up and suddenly feel restless in the best possible way, itching to start a project you've been putting off, clean out a space you've been ignoring, or finally make that phone call you've been avoiding for weeks. This isn't random. This is Mars reasserting its influence over your chart, reminding you that you are not meant to sit still. Pay close attention to how this energy shows up physically too. You might notice you need less sleep, you're moving faster than usual, or you feel a pull toward exercise or physical activity that you haven't felt in a while. Some Aries will feel this as impatience, a sudden low tolerance for delays, excuses, or people who move too slowly for your taste. Don't fight that feeling, but don't let it turn into recklessness either. The key here is direction. This burst of energy is a gift, but only if you point it somewhere meaningful. Ask yourself right now, if I had double my usual energy today, what is the one thing I would finally tackle? That answer is your assignment from the universe. Ignore this sign, and the energy may curdle into frustration or conflict with people around you. Honor it, and you'll look back on today as the moment you got your spark back. Keep this feeling in mind as we move to the second sign, because it's connected in a way you won't expect, and it involves someone from your past resurfacing at exactly the right moment. Sign number 2, someone from your past reaches out or crosses your mind out of nowhere. The second unmistakable sign arriving for you today involves the past reaching into your present. Aries, don't be surprised if today someone you haven't spoken to in a long time suddenly appears. A text message, a social media notification, a mutual friend mentioning their name, or even just their face popping into your mind completely unprompted. This is not coincidence. The planetary movements affecting your sign today are stirring up old connections, unfinished conversations, and relationships that never quite got proper closure. This could be an old friend, a former partner, a former co-worker, or even a family member you've drifted from. The universe is testing whether you're ready to either close that chapter for good or reopen a door that was never meant to stay shut. Notice how you feel when this person crosses your mind or reaches out. Is it warmth and nostalgia? Or is it tension and unresolved frustration? your gut reaction here is incredibly telling. Aries, you are known for moving forward fast and rarely looking back, but today is asking you to pause and actually process what this person represented in your life. Sometimes the universe brings someone back simply so you can say the words you never got to say, forgive something you've been holding on to, or finally recognize how far you've grown since they were part of your daily life. Other times, this reappearance is a genuine second chance, a relationship or friendship that still has real potential if you're willing to be honest about what went wrong before. Don't ignore this sign by dismissing it as random chance or old history that doesn't matter anymore. Sit with it. If you feel compelled to respond to a message, respond. If you feel compelled to reach out first, that impulse matters too. This is one of the clearest signs the universe sends, precisely because it feels so personal and specific. And it ties directly into the next sign, which involves a financial opportunity that may seem small at first glance, but carries much bigger long-term implications. Sign number 3, an unexpected financial opportunity or offer appears. Sign number 3 centers on money, and Aries, you need to keep your eyes wide open for this one because it might not look like a big deal at first. Today or within the next few days, an opportunity involving money will present itself. This could be a job offer, a freelance gig, an unexpected bonus, a chance to sell something you own, or even someone offering to pay you back a debt you'd forgotten about. On the surface, it may seem minor, almost too small to get excited about. But this financial sign is a test of your instincts and your willingness to say yes to opportunity even when it arrives in an unassuming package. Mars energy combined with the current planetary alignment is opening a door in your financial house, and how you respond will set the tone for your money situation over the coming weeks. Some of you will be offered extra work or a side project that seems inconvenient timing-wise, but pays well. Others might stumble across information about a raise, a new position, or an investment opportunity that friends or family mention almost in passing. Don't dismiss casual conversations today. Someone might drop a hint about an opportunity without even realizing how valuable that information is to you. Aries, your natural instinct is to charge ahead boldly, but with financial signs like this, a little bit of research and patience goes a long way. Before committing to anything, take a moment to evaluate the offer fully, read the fine print, ask clarifying questions, and trust your gut if something feels off. At the same time, don't let fear or overthinking cause you to miss a genuinely good opportunity. This is a moment where boldness paired with a touch of caution will serve you best. Financial signs like this are rare, and they often only present themselves once before the window closes. Keep an open mind, stay alert to money-related conversations today, and don't be afraid to advocate for your own worth when the moment calls for it. This leads directly into our 4th sign, which involves your emotional world and a realization that could change how you see a close relationship. Sign number 4, a moment of emotional clarity about someone close to you. The 4th sign is deeply emotional, and it centers on clarity, a sudden, almost startling moment where you see someone in your life exactly as they truly are, without the filters, excuses, or wishful thinking you may have applied to them before. Aries, you are famous for your loyalty and your tendency to give people the benefit of the doubt, sometimes even when your intuition has been quietly waving red flags for a while. Today, that intuition breaks through the noise. This could involve a romantic partner, a close friend, a business associate, or even a family member. You might have a conversation that reveals their true intentions, notice a pattern of behavior you'd been overlooking, or simply feel an inner knowing settle in that says, "I finally understand what's really going on here." This clarity can feel uncomfortable, especially if it means acknowledging that someone isn't as supportive, honest, or invested in you as you'd hoped. But Aries, this sign is a gift, not a punishment. The universe is not trying to hurt you by showing you the truth. It's trying to protect your future by making sure you don't keep investing time, energy, and trust into a situation that isn't reciprocated fairly. On the flip side, this emotional clarity might reveal something wonderful, proof that someone truly does care about you more than they've expressed, or that a relationship you've been unsure about actually has real depth and staying power. Either direction this clarity takes you, the important thing is to trust what you're seeing and feeling today. Don't talk yourself out of the realization just because it's inconvenient or because you've already invested so much in this relationship. Aries, your strength has always been your honesty, even when it's difficult, and today the universe is asking you to apply that same honesty to how you see the people around you. Write down what you realize today if you need to. Sometimes clarity like this fades if we don't actively hold on to it. This emotional insight sets the stage perfectly for the fifth sign, which involves a decision you've been putting off for far too long. Sign number 5, a decision you've been avoiding, finally demands an answer. Sign 5 is all about decisions, Aries, and specifically the one decision you've been avoiding, delaying, or dancing around for weeks or even months. You know exactly which one I mean the moment I say it. That choice sitting quietly in the back of your mind that you keep telling yourself you'll deal with eventually. Today, eventually becomes now. The universe is done letting you postpone this. Whether it's a decision about your career, a relationship, a living situation, or a personal goal you've been too afraid to commit to fully, circumstances today will nudge you, sometimes gently, sometimes not so gently, toward finally making a choice. This might come in the form of a deadline suddenly appearing, someone directly asking you what you plan to do, or simply an internal pressure that becomes impossible to ignore any longer. Aries, indecision is genuinely one of your biggest challenges because you're naturally a person of action, and sitting in uncertainty for too long goes against your very nature. That's exactly why this avoided decision has been weighing on you more than you've admitted, even to yourself. The good news is that today's planetary energy gives you exactly the courage and clarity needed to finally choose a direction. You don't need to have every detail figured out perfectly before you commit. You simply need to choose a direction and trust that you can adjust course as you go, the way you always have. Remember that indecision itself is a decision, and it's usually the worst one because it keeps you stuck in limbo while life moves forward without you. Today, give yourself permission to choose imperfectly rather than remain frozen in perfect uncertainty. Talk to someone you trust if you need an outside perspective, but ultimately, Aries, this decision belongs to you and only you. Once you make it, you'll likely feel an enormous wave of relief, as if a weight you'd been carrying without even realizing it has finally lifted off your shoulders. This decisiveness flows directly into our sixth and final sign, which involves a message from the universe that will arrive in a form you least expect. Sign number 6. A message from the universe arrives in an unexpected form. The sixth and final sign is perhaps the most mysterious, Aries, because it rarely looks the way people expect a sign from the universe to look. This isn't going to be some dramatic, obvious event. Instead, watch for repeating numbers appearing throughout your day, a song lyric that seems to speak directly to your current situation, a stranger's offhand comment that hits you strangely hard, or a dream that stays with you long after you wake up. The universe often communicates in whispers rather than shouts, and today those whispers are particularly loud for your sign. This message is meant to confirm everything else that's happened today. The energy surge, the person from your past, the financial opportunity, the emotional clarity, and the decision you finally made. Think of this sixth sign as the universe's way of saying, yes, you're on the right path now. Pay attention to what specifically catches your attention today that feels slightly outside the ordinary. Maybe you'll glance at a clock at exactly 11:11, or a song about new beginnings plays right as you're thinking about your future. Maybe a friend will say something that echoes almost word for word what you'd been thinking privately just moments before. Aries, you are not usually someone who dwells on signs and symbols. You prefer clear, direct evidence and action over subtlety. But today, allow yourself to be open to these quieter messages. They are confirmation, encouragement, and sometimes even guidance for what comes next. If something feels meaningful today, even if you can't fully explain why, trust that feeling. Write it down if you can, because these small moments of synchronicity often make more sense in hindsight, once you see how they connected to everything else unfolding in your life right now. This sixth sign is the universe's signature on today's events, proof that everything happening around you is aligned and intentional, not random or coincidental. Aries, 6 powerful signs, 1 unforgettable day. From that surge of Mars-fueled energy waking you up from the inside out, to a face from your past reappearing right when you needed perspective, to money finding its way to you through an unexpected door, today has been anything but ordinary. You faced emotional clarity about someone close to you, found the courage to finally make a decision you'd been avoiding, and the universe sealed it all with a quiet little sign meant just for you. If even one of these moments resonated with what's actually happening in your life right now, I want you to comment below and tell me which sign hit closest to home. Your story might be exactly what another Aries needs to read today. And if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed, because tomorrow brings a whole new set of cosmic shifts, and you do not want to miss what's coming next for your sign. The path ahead is bright, Aries, but only if you keep paying attention. Stay bold, stay aware, and I'll see you in the very next video.